So let me start from the right hand side view. Width is known to us, that is 68, which is shown over here. Height is 60 millimeter. So draw a rectangle having width 68 and height 60 millimeter like this. So this rectangle, this line represent these edges. Now about this one, this width is known to us, this height is known to us, that is 9 millimeter, and this thickness is 10 millimeter. So from here, at a distance of 10 millimeter, on both the sides, mark points like this. Height is known to us, that is 9 millimeter. So at height of 9 millimeter, mark 2 points and join with full line like this. So this represents the outside line of this object. Now about this rib, this innermost portion, height is known to us. So according to the given height, here 18 millimeter height is given. So at a height of 18 millimeter, draw horizontal line like this. So this edge, this blue colored portion is to be represented like this. Now about this strip. So for this strip, we should know this height. This height is known to us, that is 23 millimeter given in the diagram. So at a height of 23 millimeter, from here mark a point. Width is known to us, that is 2 times the radius. Here radius is given, you can see here radius is 16 millimeter. So their total width would be 16 plus 16, 32 millimeter would be the total width, and this is the center line of this radius like this. So on either sides of this center line, at a distance of 16 millimeter, draw 2 full lines, and here this dotted line would appear like this. Here also dotted line, that is this rib, that will not be visible in left hand side view. If you are looking from left, this will not be visible. Now we think about its top view. If you want to draw its top view, first we draw this full rectangle having width is equal to 90 millimeter, height is equal to 68 millimeter. So this is the rectangle having the dimension width 90 millimeter like this and height 60 millimeter, this one. Now if you look from the top side, from here this green colored rectangle would appear and width is 18 millimeter. So at a width of 18 millimeter, draw a line like this. So this rectangle represents this green colored rectangle like this. Now about this circular portion. So we know the distance between this edge and this center line, that is given is 22 millimeter. So from this edge at a distance of 22 millimeter, draw a center line like this, and the center line is at the middle. So here also draw a center line like this, and here a circular hole is there, this having radius 8 millimeter. So with the radius 8 millimeter, draw a circle. So this circle is having diameter 16 millimeter and of radius of 8 millimeter. To have this arc, take radius 16 and draw an arc. This arc represents this portion. This circular portion is to be represented by this arc. Now draw lines up to this edge like this and this. These 2 lines represents these edges. So we have drawn this top view. Now about this strip. So we draw that strip that would appear like this in the top view, and this strip thickness is known to us. It starts from here and ends to here. Now in top view, these 2 edges are missed. These 2 edges, bottom edge, it will not appear in the top view. If you look from the top, these 2 edges will not appear. So that is to be represented by dotted lines. The distance is known to us. So join them from one side to another side with the dotted lines like this. As it's not visible, the distance we can transfer from side view, or we can measure, that is 10 millimeter on either side from the edges. So this is top view. You can write here name of view, it's a top view. You can insert, it's needed to insert all the dimensions which are necessary. Here we have to draw its sectional front view. So if you look from the front side, if you look from here, if you cut here, this is a sectional view. If you cut from this AA portion, which portion would appear to us, that we have to draw. So it would appear like this. In front view, if you cut that portion, here these edges would be there, this circular hole is there, and here these edges would appear like this and like this, and here full line would be there, and the distance is known to us. If we cut here this portion, it will start from here to here, that we have drawn here to here, then from here to here, represent this one, from here to here. About this vertical line, that is shown by this horizontal line, that is shown by this. Now about this edge, that would appear like this, that inclined edge. So this is that inclined edge which is appeared like this. So this is the front view, and it is asked that we have to draw sectional front views. So here, if we cut this object in this portion, here in this portion material is not there, it will not be cut. So in upper portion, from here also only material will be cut. So here draw lines, we can transfer point from here also and draw section line in this portion only, like this. And whenever we draw section lines, there should be equidistance, means distance between all the section lines should be equal, and that lines should make an angle of 45 degree with the reference line, that is XY line in our case. If two section lines needed to be drawn, then the angle can be reversed, 45 degree or minus 45 degree, or you can alter the distance between center lines, and in some cases the angle may be varied 30 degree or 60 degree, but care should be taken that the angle should be in the multiplication of 15 degree. The angle should not be 40 degree, it should be in the multiplication of 15 degree. Here the center line would be there, that is to be represented like this, of the circular hole. So this is the sectional front view of the object. You can write the name of view, sectional front view. Now about the side view. If you look from the left side, here it is asked that we have to draw left hand side view. So if you look from the left side, means from the back side of this object, these edges would not be visible, hence these all edges should be drawn dotted line. So this line would be dotted like this because it's not visible. This line also will be dotted as it's not visible. This line also would be dotted line because this is left hand side view, and this line also would be dotted line, and this outside line is full line, because outside lines are always drawn as a full line in any object, because outside lines are always visible like this. Now about this portion, these two lines represents this slant edge, this circular hole having diameter known to us, so that is to be represented by dotted lines from one end to another end, equidistance from the center line like this. So this is left hand side view of the object. You can insert the necessary dimensions. Then we have to draw its bottom view. So in bottom view, again it would be similar to the top view, but one difference would be there. Some of the lines which are full line in the top view may be dotted line in the bottom view, and some of the lines which are dotted line in the top view may be full line in the bottom view. Suppose if you look from the bottom side of this object, these two edges would be fully visible. This bottom edge, which is at a distance of 10 mm from this edge, and this distance is 9 mm. So these two lines would be full line in bottom view, which was dotted line in top view. So that is the difference between bottom view and top view. You can see here, this is top view, these lines are dotted lines, but here these lines would be full line, and the rest all lines means this arc, this circle, these edges, and this vertical line, all lines would be here, but they would be dotted line, they would not be full line, because if you look from the bottom side, these edges will not be visible to us, hence that is to be represented by dotted lines like this. This shows the center line of the circular hole, which is there. Here also this is the center line like this. This is the rib which is not visible. So to draw that rib, that we take this radius is known to us, so with the center, this radius will also be dotted line because it is also not visible. So join with the dotted lines, draw this arc like this. In examination you have to use compass only to draw any arc. You should not draw any freehand sketch in the examination. So this line, here also it will be dotted line like this, and here also the dotted line would be there like this, and here a circle would be there, a hole is there of diameter 16 mm with a dotted line, and this edge that is to be joined with the dotted lines like this of the bottom edge. So this is the bottom view of the object, and this is the solution of two questions, question 4a and 4b. So you can write like this, answer 4a and b, because in 4a bottom view and left hand side view is asked, in 4b sectional front view and top view is asked. So in the one page you will be able to draw 4 views and 7 marks for these 2 views and 7 marks for these 2 views. So each view carries 3.5 marks. If you draw the object like this, you will be able to get full marks of the drawing. But yes, you do not forget to insert the majority dimensions in the drawings like this. This height is given as 60 mm, which should be inserted like this, and so on. So all the dimensions can be inserted in the drawing, and I hope the solution of this problem is clear to you. This is the solution of this problem. This is bottom view, dotted lines. This is sectional front view, section lines, equidistance. This is plan or top view, and this is left hand side view. In examination, if you are unable to insert all the dimensions, then majority of the dimensions as shown over here should be inserted, because if you take care about inserting all the dimensions in the figure, you may lose very long time. So here 14 marks is there, so within 36 minutes all these 4 views should be drawn in your drawing sheet for have better planning of answer sheet. Now question number 4a in option. Question is asked like this: draw missing top view of figure 4 using first angle projection method. Here 2 views are given to us. This is front view and side view, and from this 2 view we have to identify its third view, that is its missing top view. From these 2 views we have to imagine what would be the shape of the object, and after that we have to draw its top view. So for that, let we do one exercise. Let we see one exercise how to draw the missing view of the problem. This is an object. Here 2 views given, that is elevation and plan. This is elevation, this is plan. We have to draw end view using the above views. With the use of these two views, we have to draw third view. But first we will have to visualize the object using the same views. Try to visualize whatever is the object, whichever is the shape of the object. These are the two views. Let me click here. Suppose this is the rib. If we click here, what's about this one? In top view, this is the portion, and in front view, this is the portion. It's like this. It's clear? So this is the object. Meaning of these two views, having dimensions 60 millimeter height, 130 width, and so on. Now about this one, you can see it's a cylinder. This portion and this portion coinline with each other like this. So this is a cylindrical portion. A cylinder is there, which is to be inserted over here above this circular hole like this. So this is the isometric view of the object. Now think about this one. If you click here, this object is there. It is like this, somewhere here. You can see here 40 mm is the width. So from one end to another end, 40 mm is the width. Now think about this one. This is a support rib. You can see here having 10 mm thickness. It would be somewhere here. Click here so that we would be able to know what is that rib in isometric view. So this is the rib in isometric view. You can see here. So this is the isometric view of the object. Now how to draw its end view, this third view. In examination, you need not to draw isometric view, but you have to draw directly this view, missing view. So for that you take projections like this, from this end to this end, like this. By taking projections, we can identify these points. Now to have projection of these points, this portion to be drawn like this. So this represents this portion. Now about this rib, in side view, that rib would appear like this. And it would appear, so it is represented by full line in this portion. So I hope it is clear to you. Three views of this object. Now let me do the exercise for our case.